Hi everybody, my name is Liz Morrison from the Fit Atlanta, and today I have Kristin Oje, the founder of STATwellness, here with us today. She's a doctor of nursing, and you also have a ton of other titles, so I'm going to let you say all of them before I totally screwed up.
Yep.
And she recently just opened STATwellness, the physical location, over on the west side, so you have to go check that out. So thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you.
I'm so excited too. So I love you so much. I've known you for, I guess, a couple of years now, it feels like.
Yep.
And your business has grown tremendously. Like, I remember when I first met you, you were, I think you were still working somewhere else.
Yes.
And then you started doing Stat, and now you have your business. So
Yes.
What is STATwellness? Let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about Stat. What is it? What type of services do you provide?
So STATwellness actually stands for Strength to Achieve Total Wellness. And a lot of people don't realize that, but it came from my time in the emergency room. So I started it back in 2013, where everybody wanted everything Stat. They were like, I want to lose weight Stat. I want to get better Stat. I want to, we all know, like, we want immediate results.
We want it now.
We want a magic pill. And patience is hard. And really, with all of my clients and patients, your wellness journey is really, it's a marathon and it's not a sprint. So it was kind of a play on words when I started it, and it's kind of evolved into really knowing your stats, knowing your statistics about your health, because we're really learning that biological age and chronological age are very different. So, let's say you're 35, you can have the numbers of a 55-year-old if you're not mindful of your lifestyle. Or vice versa, you could be 55 and look like a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
So, it started because I wanted to give people the tools to become their best self. So our whole tagline is little by little, a little becomes a lot. And we really believe in that. And our physical location has really evolved to be the first medicine and movement facility in Atlanta. And really, to my knowledge, like the Southeast and possibly the United States, the way we're doing this model. I'm not sure. I've done some searches. But we really believe by giving you the knowledge through medicine and showing you through movement, you can become your best self. Because we believe wellness feels good. That's our big slogan. And the whole purpose for this mission of wellness is because we want everybody to reach their full potential. And if you're tired, if you don't feel good, if you have brain fog, if you have food sensitivities, if you have joint pain, you can't reach your full potential. And that's what STATwellness is all about, is how can you perform better, feel better, look better.
And like live your life to the fullest and find your purpose and everything. So how did you get started into fitness and wellness? Because I know you're a personal trainer. You're also a doctor of nursing. So tell us all the specialties you have, and then how you got started into medicine and then going into the movement also.
So I have my bachelor's, master's, and doctorate in nursing. I have what's called a Doctor of Nursing Practice, DNP, which is only 1% of nurses have that terminal degree now.
Wow.
But it's a clinical doctorate rather than like a philosophical doctorate. I'm also a personal trainer, group fitness instructor, Tabata certified, Les Mills body pump certified. And then my big baby that I just finished is the Institute of Functional Medicine. So, I've been working on that slowly over the last 5 to 6 years, and I just finished all of the coursework, submitted case study, and will be taking the board exam. But
when you take it?
Yeah, I'm taking it in April. And I literally, what's so funny is I told everybody I'm not going to tell anybody, but then I'm telling everybody.
You are currently on camera with lots of people who are going to watch this.
I know, because I opened my business 2 weeks ago, and I won't have time to study, and so I'm like, don't tell anybody, because if you fail, then nobody knows. But now the whole world knows. So.
That's what happened when I took the MCAT. I failed it.
Did you tell everybody? It's like you don't want to. You just want to like tell everybody once you pass.
I'm taking the MCAT. I'm going to be a doctor. And then here, now I have a corporate career in global marketing. So that did not work out.
And the founder of Fit Atlanta, though. You wouldn't have been here doing this.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. Everything happens for a reason.
So anyways, well, that's awesome. Congrats.
But what got me kind of started with the STATwellness or the whole background of personal training, I think you're asking, is, and this is really funny, but I always danced. I always played sports. And so I never had to like purposely work out. Like I always had to be in the weight room for lacrosse or on the dance floor dancing. And so I didn't realize like you actually have to purposely exercise and be mindful of what you eat.
You're not always going to have a class or a practice to go to that you're forced to go to.
So I went to college, and by the end of the first semester, I was heading home and I could not button my pants. And I was like, this is so weird. And you don't know.
Did you have a freshman 15?
Oh yeah. Oh, probably like 30. I'm not really sure. Maybe 40. I'm like, it was like crazy because you're eating. I was drinking underage. I shouldn't have. But all those things. Sorry, Mom. Trust me, they knew. But I started getting my act together, so that's the good part. But I literally, I couldn't button my pants. And I was like, I have to do something about this. Yeah. So I actually got a gym membership and started exercising. And then they were like... In college. Yeah. And they were like, Kristin, you need to become a personal trainer and a group fitness instructor. And then it was just this like domino spiral. And I totally like made a 180.
You loved it.
And I started running marathons and half marathons and teaching and, you know, got in the best shape of my life. And then just wanted to spread that passion with everybody. That, you know, lifestyle really matters.
Yeah, it really does.
So you actually have to try. Yeah. We have to work.
Yeah. Well, I kind of discovered it too in college because like I've always been super, super skinny.
Yes.
Obviously, I'm like a stick, but like naturally, it's hard for me to put on weight, muscle, fat, whatever. And so I was actually envious in college of the athletes, like the basketball girls. And I was like, oh my gosh, their legs, their butt, their arms, like everything, they just look so strong and powerful.
Yes.
And so that's where I started working out, and that's why I was majoring in biology to go to med school because I loved it so much. Obviously, it didn't happen, but here we are having this conversation about fitness because it still matters, and it's like such a daily part of
And I love that even then you admired the muscles and the strength.
Oh yeah. And it's like women who have, and men, but like mostly women, because you know we're known as these like frail little creatures, whatever. Actually, like no, we're really strong. And I love seeing a powerful build on a woman and muscles because like it's not easy to get there. It takes dedication. Like so many people are like, oh my gosh, don't work out too much, you're gonna get big. Like no, I'm not. And second, I want to be strong and powerful and like a good foundation. Yes. And so
I started doing a pull-up challenge at work and with myself. Yeah. But there is something so empowering about being able to pull your body up.
Yes.
And it's like for females, it is so hard. And I'm sure for some men, but for females, it's like anatomically harder for us.
Or even a push-up. Yeah. A lot of people can do push-ups.
I know, and it's empowering. We should be able to move our body.
It is. And if you ever are hanging off the side of the cliff and you need to pull yourself up, like that's just survival.
Yeah.
So what kind of, outside of personal training at STATwellness, what kind of like other services do you offer there?
Yes. So we are really like a wellness shop. So with doing medicine and movement under the movement side, which is 2/3 of the space. So it's like a large emphasis of our space. We do unlimited group fitness classes, and we have 3 classes because Atlanta has such an amazing boutique scene, and I love it. I think some of the gyms specialize in one thing though, which makes it hard and makes people want to have
like cycle or bar or
yes. And so people do like class pass, or they may buy like 5 packs here or 5 packs here because we're really craving that variety. So at STATwellness we have 3 classes: stamina, strength, and stability. And then on Tuesday nights we do a fun one called Rebel Groove, which is like an hour of hip hop booty popping.
What?
It's how I de-stress every week.
I didn't know you had hip hop classes.
Oh, Tuesday at 7:30. You better be there next Tuesday. It is a blast.
Oh my gosh. Do you twerk?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We do everything. And we turn the lights off, and there's like a non-judgment zone. Lauren Powers is our one that teaches it, and Ashley, who founded Rebel, is here in Atlanta.
If you guys want to twerk, shake your booty in the dark.
Tuesday, 7:30 at night. Come.
Club Stat.
It is.
That's awesome.
So fun. Gabby's come. Carly. They literally crack me up. You have to come.
Oh my gosh.
You have to.
I feel like I'm missing out. Okay, continue.
Next week.
Yes.
So, but stamina is really like your HIIT class. It's your cardiovascular, burn a lot of calories. Stability is your long and lean muscles, core strength, balance. And then our strength is really unique because it's 55 minutes of weightlifting, and it's really slow and controlled. So I think CrossFit has an amazing community here in Atlanta. They have more like Olympic lifting style, where some people want to like do controlled weightlifting, like they want to do some bicep curls and tricep extensions, and they don't know how to structure those classes. So we have all 3 of those under one roof in our unlimited packages. We do personal training and small group training. We have an amazing registered dietitian, which I think you're going to meet with an interview. But Megan Kober, the Nutrition Addiction.
We all love her. We all love her. Everyone loves Megan.
I know. It's like, geez. She's so funny, and she's exactly how she is on and off camera.
Here she is!
We are talking about you. You need to just like make a pass through.
Can you just like, hold on. We're literally
live. And you're wearing
talking about Megan, and here's Shauna. Can you just like...
This is like a dream. No, seriously.
No, seriously.
Yeah, just like walk through and
this
just smile.
This is Megan.
Here she is.
Yeah, everyone loves Megan as we're filming. Oh
that
my
is
gosh.
such perfect timing. You like felt it in the air.
This out.
That is so funny.
Okay.
And then we have 2 health coaches that kind of help you like take all of the knowledge you have from medicine and put it into real life.
Okay.
And then we have physical therapy with Athletes Potential. We do IV therapy, and we do personalized medicine. So we take a very unique approach to your health.
Okay.
All under one roof.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with your membership, is the medical side included, or is that just fitness? Do you have different programs?
Yes. So we have everything available a la carte, because some people, they don't live close and they just come up for a medical visit. But we really encourage our memberships in their 1 year, because again, your health is a marathon, not a sprint. So we really encourage that 1 year, which is unlimited fitness classes. And it's 4 medical visits a year. It's body composition scans. We do monthly educational events because we're really big into community and education.
Is that free for members?
Yes, free for members, and 10% off retail.
Wow.
So,
awesome. What about the B12 shots?
Yes.
Are those included?
Yes, we do B12 and Lipovite. They're not included in the membership, but we do them at a very comparable price. I think they're like $45 for B12 and Lipovite, which has amino acids. In one.
And doesn't Lipovite help you burn more fat?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not just a regular B12 shot.
No. And the amino acids are amazing even outside of weight loss. So they're really like choline is really helpful for patients with polycystic ovarian syndrome or PCOS, which is really, really common. And choline also is great for your cell membrane and your liver health. And then carnitine helps with mitochondria function, which is
so it can help give you energy. Yeah,
absolutely, on a cellular level. You know, not just what we hear B12. This is and it's active form, so it's all methylcobalamin, which a lot of places will use what's called cyanocobalamin because it's less expensive. And depending on your genes, it gets really complex. Your body doesn't know what to do with it.
Every time I talk to you, I swear I'm like, oh my gosh, you're the smartest person I know.
Oh, well,
you're just able to like, you know, just preach it and like, you know your stuff. It's amazing.
Well, I'm so passionate about it. And I think, as you know, when you're passionate about something, you're so much more successful.
That's true. So going to like the medicine part and knowing your body and the genes and everything, you also do hormone testing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is that like, and how can men and women benefit from that?
Yes, so hormones is one of the things I'm most passionate about. So I would say gut health and hormones are like my 2 jams. I just love them. And the reason I like them so much is there's so much we can do to fix them, and people don't realize it. And people don't really realize the impact of hormones until they're off. And it's like, it can affect everything. It can cause anxiety. It can cause depression. And what does, traditional, if you're going to a primary care and you're talking about your depression, they're going to want to put you on an antidepressant to help. And you might need that. It might be the right approach. But what if there was something like low progesterone or adrenal issues that were triggering anxiety or depression? So hormones are all connected, and it's really crazy in this really complex negative feedback loop. So when one becomes off, it's like, imagine dominoes. They just can all become off over time. And so I try to piece together people's stories and kind of figure out, where did this hormonal imbalance come from and what triggered it? Was it lack of sleep? Was it opening up a business?
Are you saying your hormones are off right now?
I have 2 saliva tests at home I'm about to do. I'm like, I need to look at.
So is it through saliva testing? Like that's how you can test the hormones? Like what's the process of figuring out what's off, and then how do you fix it?
Yes. So we do saliva, we do urine, and we do blood tests. So it really depends on, 1, what resources do you have to invest in it, and 2, like, are you on hormone replacement therapy, because some are more accurate than others.
Would that be like birth control?
So
or
birth
test
control,
shots?
Yes. Testosterone shots, bioidentical hormones, which are made from plants to mimic the chemistry of the hormones in your body. But like, I have a saliva test at home that I'm looking forward to doing, because you put saliva in, and it is hard to fill that thing up with saliva. Like, I didn't realize. I'm like,
your mouth is going to go dry.
Oh yeah, but you fill it up at 4 points during the day, and that's what's so fun, because people don't realize your hormones change from day to day and throughout the day. So
they're higher in the morning, right? Yeah.
Exactly. So first thing in the morning, your cortisol should be the highest, and it gradually drops down by bedtime. And living in America and all the demands that we have, a lot of us get adrenal dysfunction. So we might spike at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or feel tired and wired at night and not get restful sleep.
That's how I am. Yeah. Every day at work, I hit a slump at 3.
Yeah. That is almost always adrenal.
I'm like, I literally can't function anymore. But then I get home and I have this extra burst of energy, like I'm cleaning, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Yep. You need to do the saliva test too. We can do it on the same day and encourage each other to fill that little thing up.
Yeah. Let's just have a spit party. We should film ourselves.
Sign me up. Yeah. Seeing how long it takes. We can make it a competition. Like who can fill
who
it up faster.
Who has the most spit? I don't know. That would be interesting.
Do you want to win or do you want to lose?
I don't know. I was going to say, like, I'm going to win, but, like, do I want to win?
Do you want to be, like, drooling or, you know, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. So what makes STATwellness, like, going to you different than going to like another gym or even a general doctor?
Yes. So I think there's several things. One is we're really about being partners with you and your health.
Yeah.
So very often I will meet my client where they're at, and there's no judgment. So, you know, if I find out that they have something going on and they're not ready to give up gluten, like I'm going to continue to work with you. I'm not going to like shame you every time you come in. Like we're going to figure out solutions for you and work together. So I think that a lot of people like coming to me because we build rapport and trust, and it's very non-judgmental, and they can open up about things.
Yeah.
And two, I think I really try to listen to my patients, which I think is huge. And because we're fee for service with our structure, I'm able to spend more time with you. So like our new patients are a full hour of face-to-face time.
Wow.
And then our follow-ups are 30 minutes of face-to-face time. And you complete all your paperwork within 24 hours. So I have a good understanding of what's going on with you, and we can really take a deeper dive into your health.
Wow. And you also do the teledoc, because you saved my life.
Oh, yes.
Like when I had bronchitis for, honestly, like a month and a half, it felt like, and I was still cannot kick the cough. As soon as you helped me out, it was gone.
Oh, good.
I'm serious.
Good.
It was amazing.
Well, yeah, I love telehealth, and a lot of our patients do because it's HIPAA compliant, which means it's secure and confidential, and you log into a video, and you can like video chat with people.
Yeah.
So we have patients that they'll be traveling to Oregon, and they're like, Kristin, help.
Like, Kristin, help me.
You know, to have somebody that's there.
Breathe.
And not use the ER. So, I mean, it's very useful. So, I'm glad you took advantage of it.
Yeah, I loved it. And then the sambucol oil.
Yep.
Or the elderberry syrup. That's what it is.
Elderberry syrup is a miracle worker, I swear. You can't keep it in stock anywhere.
Really? Do you have, and you have supplements at your shop too?
Yes. So we only carry one in-house, and it's called Aura Organics, and we're really passionate about that company. I interviewed the CEO. I found out everything from how they made their products. You can buy it directly on their website or on our website, but we are just a retailer for them, and it's gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, non-GMO, vegan,
free everything,
organic. Like it fits every category.
Good.
And it has a lot of superfoods. So like it's hard to find a good clean pre-workout or a recovery or a prebiotic and probiotic. And so
someone who's just not getting it from a mill and putting a label on it. Yeah,
and
that's
nobody's
hard.
regulating it. So I regulated
it's not
it
regulated.
and researched and interviewed, and I'm very confident to
start your own regulation.
I know.
Even though the FDA wouldn't like that.
We should though. I mean, it's similar to like USP.
The stat approved.
Well, because have you seen the USP sticker that will be on supplements? So, like you said, nobody regulates them. And so they looked at things like ginkgo biloba, and it was garlic powder inside of it. And nobody is regulating.
Or rice powder. They'll fill the most with rice powder because it's cheap. It's just a little bit of your...
Yes. So many
I worked in the supplement industry for a while when I was doing my fitness competitions, and I learned so much about like the deception of like, oh, that's a great brand. Like, is it?
I know.
You're spending a lot of money on like rice powder.
Yes, and you can market things all natural. You know, and is it natural?
So with you opening your business, I want to take a shift to like the hustler businesswoman side. What gave you the confidence to open a brick and mortar business in such like, for one, it's not cheap, and where the location you are is like a hot location. So like I'm sure your rent is like whoa. But how did you decide to like take that step, and then because it's really competitive too. There are a lot of boutique fitness. Like what drove you to like, okay, I'm going to do this?
Yes. So I think several things. I think people are either born an entrepreneur or not. You either have that spark in you, or you don't.
You definitely have it.
And that's not a bad thing, like to say like I'm just not an entrepreneur, or I am. And I 100% am an entrepreneur.
100%.
And I was a very difficult child to raise. Like I was
do things your own way.
Oh yeah.
Independent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And my parents were so good about knowing how to kind of get me to be disciplined through ballet and dance, but still encourage that strong-willed personality.
Right.
So I think I was always an entrepreneur, and so having the confidence to go out on my own and to do this, I feel like for me was fairly easy to start it. But I thought being an entrepreneur and my drive and my work ethic, I'm like, this is going to be a piece of cake.
Yeah, and you can control that.
Yeah, but it's not. It is literally, it's so much harder.
Or you can control like making something successful, like even if it's hard and it's not a piece of cake.
Yes.
You have a clearly a vested interest in this business,
yes,
you were going to not let it fail.
Mm-hmm. I think the biggest thing is every day there's good and bad, and every single day. And whenever you start focusing on the bad, it sucks your energy from the good. And so I really try to look at every day, because this journey has just been like this. There has been, they say an entrepreneur's life is like a roller coaster, and I could not believe that anymore. Like, you're on the high and you're like, yeah,
this is amazing.
And then you quickly crash and burn, and then you just have to remember those high moments, and you have to remember that, you know, human nature is to dwell on the bad, but we have to focus on the positive.
Well, just like the health, like you said, like get the year membership, because your health is a marathon, not a sprint. So like 5 classes aren't going to do anything, but like 5 months can. So even with business owning, like you're going to have your ups and downs, but like you're in it for the long haul. So it's also a marathon, and like you can't get hung up on those moments.
Exactly. And I think that one of the really important things too is kind of keeping your head in your lane and remembering your why. My husband always tells me, and I'll probably mess this up, but like so many people can tell you what they do. So many people can tell you how they do it, but so few people can tell you why they do it. And I know, dwell on that. I'm so glad I didn't mess that up. I know, drop the mic. But seriously, and I really take that to heart, because it's true. Like, why am I doing what I'm doing?
And are you chasing the money? Are you chasing fame?
And like, as an entrepreneur, I'll tell you, maybe one day this will pay off, but you cannot do it for the money, because, you know,
you're going to get caught up on it. And then also people can see through who's like real or not. Like if you're out here, for example, people on Instagram, like these health coaches online who have a program like, oh, pay me like $300 for this program, and you're going to lose, like you're going to be a whole new person in like 6 weeks. Like, well, you know,
people do buy into that.
And like there are some legit people out there, but like there's so much on social media now. How can you find like the real people, the real coaches and stuff? So it's, I mean, a lot of people are out there, but they're going to be discovered if they haven't already. Like, because you can only sustain that for so long. You're going to drop off.
And I think beyond too, like knowing your why in a business is really being in it not for yourself, but in service, and at least in my industry. So like when I was working on my doctorate, a lot of my papers and research was in what does it mean to be a servant leader. And I think that's something that's so important, because if I'm in it for me, my staff's all going to know. Like, you know, and my patients are going to know. And my clients are going to know. If they walk in the door and it's a me-centered approach, they'll feel it. But if they walk in the door and know that it's about them, it's about my patients, it's about my clients, it's about the community, they're going to feel it. And one thing I've noticed is I hate asking for money, like from even like people, like my director told me, Kristin, like please don't mention to anybody, because I give everybody discounts, like people, everybody. And so I'm not allowed to talk about money and give out any more things. So she's keeping me in line there. But I've noticed over the last 2 weeks of being open, I haven't thought about numbers at all, and we've exceeded where I thought we would be. And it's because I'm spending time figuring out how can we be our best, and how can I make you feel your best when you walk in the door.
And serve your community.
And nobody is perfect by any means. And I'm sure, you know, hopefully people have good experiences when they come to STAT, but that's our mission, is to serve the people that walk through the door.
Aww. So I know you've been all over the place, and you are a part of a small group, you're married, you're a business owner, you're a friend. Megan and I love having margaritas with you and Mexican.
Thanks a lot to Megan. Now I like tequila.
I didn't even like tequila before. A blessing. Like, come on.
It's my go-to now, though. I feel great with it.
Good.
Yeah.
That was a good suggestion. Not bad. It's not. No. But like, so I mean, how do you handle all the things and like prioritize? Do you have a daily routine?
Yes. So my last 2 weeks, I'm trying to still kind of figure out what that is, because my days are 4 a.m. to 9 p.m. right now, which is not sustainable. But for me, the most important thing is remembering when I first wake up to at least take 3 slow, deep breaths. I think that is just so important, because the rest of the day, if I don't remind myself, we're shallow breathers. And that deep breath is good for our lung function, but it's also good for hormone balance. So take a deep breath.
I just got a smartwatch for my 1-year wedding anniversary, and it has a breathing thing where it encourages you press start, and it's like 4 breaths in, 4 breaths out, and you do it 6 times, and it can track your stress. It's amazing.
So important. And you can probably see your heart rate go down if it's tracking your heart rate at the same time, because cortisol goes down. So I try to start my day always with 3 slow deep breaths.
Yeah.
And then I drink 16 ounces of lemon water every single morning. And those are 2 things that are like my non-negotiables.
Yeah.
And then I try to every night before I go to bed to write in my gratitude journal one thing, even if it's a word. But that kind of keeps me in check. I used to have more of a, like, I'd get up and work out and I'd have quiet time and I would do all these things, but now working 18 hours, I'm like,
sleep.
Yes. I'm like, I need to take my sleep.
You can get quiet time when you dream.
Yes. But those breaths and that lemon water and the gratitude journal, I think are just like, they keep my head on straight.
And I'm sure you're also living at STATwellness pretty much. Like you have your office. I'm sure you've had long nights. What kind of snacks do you keep with you in your office to make sure you're healthy and fed, but like, you know, it's quick and efficient?
So recently, and not to like sell or organic stuff here, but I swear that stuff has kept me alive and healthy. So I am doing a lot of shakes like in between and not even blending fancy shakes. Like I am taking a glass mason jar, I am putting one of those little balls in there, and I'm putting vanilla chai, protein powder, golden milk tea with reishi mushrooms and turmeric and ginger and unsweetened almond milk. Oh, it's delicious. And I really think that the superfoods in the shake and the protein and the reishi for my immune system is keeping me feeling like super healthy. And then Costco now has suja, which is like
the suja juice.
So I'm like doing those green juices. I always keep healthy fats on hand. So I have like a ginormous bag of almonds from Costco. I'm really big into having protein and healthy fat throughout the day. I feel like I use my mind a lot, and as soon as I drop down on fats, I can feel my mind not work as well. So I always tell people, like, if you're feeling brain fog, if you're feeling like you can't think clearly, like, make sure you're eating good, healthy fats with each meal.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for people? So most people aren't entrepreneurs. Probably they're like moms, they're all over the place, dads. They have a corporate job like me. Like I have a full 9-to-5 job. What are some tips for those people who are like in that kind of world to stay healthy, stay active, because you're sitting a lot. Like, so from a medical perspective and health, like what are tips for those people?
I think number one, and you guys hear it a lot, but I think we need to really apply it, is meal prep. Like I think that if we do not go to the grocery store and cut up our vegetables, our fruits, if we don't pre-cook some proteins or hard-boiled eggs, like it is so hard to come home from work after a long day and cook a healthy meal.
And you save money by doing that.
So much
believe
money.
it or not.
Yes. And, you know, places like Costco now where you can buy frozen organic berries and stick them in the freezer. I mean, it saves you so much money, and you can buy in bulk some of the frozen produce, which is actually more nutritious sometimes.
Because it preserves the nutrients in there.
So they'll pick and freeze rather than pick it, put it in carts, and then drive it across from California to Georgia, and it's losing its nutrients as it's in the car. But I think meal prep is really, really important. I also think that having a pedometer and just being more active throughout the day and moving more is a great way to stay healthy, because you sit so much at a job unless you're mindfully getting up and taking some laps around. And when you walk, the right and the left side of your brain communicate better. So I always encourage people to.
Oh my gosh.
There's a study that looks awesome. It's like, it shows the 2 brains. One after it's been sitting for several hours, and one after a 20-minute walk. Just a 20-minute walk. And the brain, the communication between it, you can just see how much more active it is. And we really need both our right and left side of our brain engaged to think critically through situations, to be innovative. So I always encourage people to, like, don't feel like you have to go get in an hour intense workout every single day. Little things that you do make a huge difference.
Because for a lot of people, that's not realistic.
No, it's not. But, you know, getting a stainless steel water bottle that you know is 32 ounces and you're going to drink 2 to 3 of them a day. Like, that's your goal. You can drink water. And then if you pee more, that's great. Because now we can walk more.
Because at my office, my coworker and I, we always go get water together and we go to the restroom together, because we're like on this same track.
That's so funny.
She's probably going to die when she hears this, but we call it T and P. She drinks tea. I don't, but I get water. So we're like T and P. And so we go get tea. And we go to the restroom. And then 20 minutes later, we do it again because we're so hydrated. And our restroom, our office is not near where we sit. So like we get our steps in. So she just got a Fitbit. I can track steps when I watch.
How many do you get when you're at work?
I get probably like a couple thousand in a day.
Okay.
But the other day we were filming a corporate video with Urban Pines, actually, who's filming this.
Oh, awesome.
At our company.
Yes.
And I got over 5,000 that day. I actually think I got 6,000, which I think 5,000 steps is a mile, right? Or is it 4?
You want about 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day.
Oh, okay.
So
I gotta walk more.
Yeah, which is ideal. But most of us aren't there at like the ideal point. But I always try to say, like, if you're getting 4,000 steps, try to get 6,000.
Yeah.
You know, just take little steps to try to be more active.
Yeah.
You know, simple things like parking far away, taking the stairs instead of the elevator if you work in a building that's high, can really make a difference. And that's, again, kind of that little by little, a little becomes a lot. But I think the biggest thing is move more, meal prep.
Yeah.
So you have to meal prep and be ready. Don't do anything extreme.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to just
spiral
out of control.
You're going to stop.
Yeah, and then you're going to be upset with yourself. Like there's no point in doing that to yourself. So, you know, be really realistic, and I think also hold yourself accountable. So if there's something you're trying to do, tell somebody. Like, I really need to go gluten-free for my health. Like, will you help me?
Yeah.
Like if you find out you have an atypical celiac disease, or I'm really trying to stay hydrated, T&P, let's stay hydrated. Yeah.
Yes.
So find that person that's going to hold you accountable. How are you doing with your water? I think that's really important. And a lot of people love numbers. Like they love numbers. So logging their steps with a Fitbit and seeing their sleep is really important.
It is fun to see that. Yeah.
And kind of last thing is really look at what are your non-negotiables. So if yours is sleep, like I really know I operate better with sleep, like really prioritize that. If you're non-negotiable, and they can change. With each season of life, your needs are going to change.
Yeah.
So like for me right now, I cannot prioritize sleep as much. I physically can't. But now I'm prioritizing hydration even more. So, you know, I'm really pushing fluid. So look at your life and where you're at in the season you're in and say, what are things I can do right now that are going to optimize my health as much as possible? And that's really what we're here to do too, is help you navigate that.
Yeah. Oh, you're like a friend in the health business.
Yes, that's what I want to be. I want to be people's little
not
companion.
just a doctor you see once a year, but like someone who can help guide through health.
Yes, and that's one thing you'll notice in the space. Like even where Megan, the registered dietitian or a health coach is, it's a round table. So we want to be collaborative and build connection. We don't want to be this dictatorship. So, you know, when you ask what was unique about us, I think that it feels like a living room everywhere.
It does. Yeah. It's so cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we only have a few minutes left.
Yes.
So what does fitness and wellness mean to you, and how can it be achievable to just most people? So
fitness and wellness to me, I think looks different with everybody. So I think it's hard to put it into one definition, but I think it really is that wellness feels good. And when you get there, most people say they have no idea how good they were designed to feel. So to me, it's like kind of gauging, and I do a lot of what's called a medical symptom questionnaire so that I can verify people's symptoms with a number. So then I can see how they're improving. And so my goal for that is less than 10, which I know doesn't make much sense to you or to anybody listening. But I think that tracking the success is really important too, and celebrating the small victories along the way, and just realizing why are you in this for the long haul, and that what we're trying to do is optimize performance. So defining what it looks like is so hard because it's so different for everybody. For some, you know, being well, maybe being able to get pregnant, that may be their wellness. They achieved pregnancy and they are just like glowing. For some people, it's to be able to walk upstairs because they hurt their ankle and it's never healed. And so that is them celebrating wellness. So I think wellness looks so
it looks different on everybody.
But across the board, wellness feels good. So
I love that. Well, so a selfish plug. Fit Atlanta. I got to talk about the Fit Atlanta.
Of course.
So you spoke last year at the Fit Atlanta Fest.
Yes.
And you were a huge hit, obviously, because you're amazing and smart. And you had a table where you were kind of like introducing STATwellness to everyone. So what do you look forward with working with the Fit Atlanta this year and ongoing, and how have you seen it impact the community?
So I think one of the most exciting things to me about the Fit Atlanta is everything that we've talked about kind of circles back. Like, for example, you're not in it for you. You love highlighting people everywhere you go. Like you love connecting people. And so, you know, being the founder of the Fit Atlanta, I think that's such a reflection of the organization, you know, that you are sitting here and you like to highlight and you like to connect. You're truly building a community. And that's really our goal too, is STATwellness, is that community aspect. So one of the things I'm most excited about having Fit Atlanta is that it's about connecting people and it's about building a healthy community, which is huge. Not many cities have that. that. And I'll always remember, like, when you were in other cities and you felt, when you would walk into a gym, you felt that community feel.
Yeah.
And here, when you'd go into gyms, you felt like people were on their phone and not engaging with one another. And you were like, I've got to fix this problem.
Yeah.
And so, like all good entrepreneurs that are innovative, you solve the
Find
problem.
a problem.
Yeah, with the Fit Atlanta. So I think that's like my number one favorite thing about the Fit Atlanta is the connection and building the community. I think that's just amazing. And I think that you are very servant leadership as well. Like, I think you really like to highlight people and make people feel good. Yeah. But as far as
sorry,
but that makes you even more unique. I love it. I love that you make us laugh. We were talking about her one-line plugins. Start listening to Liz
I say
a
weird
lot,
things.
and she doesn't even know. She'll just like graze over it, and then you're like, wait a minute, that was funny.
Wait, what?
I love it. I love it. But the Fit Atlanta Fest, I think, is just incredible because it brings all these like-minded people together, and it really empowers them to make some changes. So little by little, it becomes a lot. They take these little snippets away, and then they know what to do or what direction to move. Yeah. And is that day going to change the projection of their whole entire life? It could. It very well could. One connection, one meeting, one appointment, one membership.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
Life is all about a series of events, and I think what you're doing is shaking up Atlanta.
Well, I love what
you're
doing. You're shaking it up too, you little trailblazer. I'm so excited to have an event at STATwellness. We're gonna have a cool one. So make sure to not only go check out STATwellness and hang out with Kristin and Megan and all the other amazing people there, but keep an eye out for an event, the Fit Atlanta event at STATwellness, because we're gonna make it super fun, and we're all about supporting each other in community. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, and thank you guys for paying attention.